In this video, I'm going to go over the solutions to the two discussion problems that we talked about in class the other day. So for the first one, we want to simplify. So we know that if I'm using the Pythagorean identities, then cosecant x minus 1 is equivalent to cotangent squared x, and then that's going to be over cosine squared x. So continue the highlighting to show what became what. And then cotangent is going to be cosine squared x over sine squared x. And then we still have this cosine x in the denominator, so I'm going to write that as 1 over cosine squared x. And then these two cancel out. So I'm left with 1 over sine squared x, which is equal to cosecant squared x. Now, typically, if we can write our answer so it's not in fractional form, that's the most simplified answer. All right, moving on to number 2. Remember, when we verify, we have to work on each side independently. So I'm going to show you something that you cannot do. So what I saw in a lot of the solutions that you guys submitted, you were going like this: sine squared x and minus sine squared x. You cannot do this. This is a no-no. We cannot treat this like an equation. We're verifying that this is true. We're verifying that the left side is equal to the right side. So we don't want to do an operation to both sides. We have to work on each side independently until we get it to equal the other side. All right, so now here's my thought process on this problem. If I'm going to work from the left side, my left side has sines and cosines, but my right side only has sines. So what I'm thinking is, how can I get rid of this cosine squared x? Well, I know that sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So if I solve this for cosine squared x, so again, we're just rearranging our Pythagorean identity, which is allowed. We can do that for our identities, the things that we've already proved are true. I can see that cosine squared x is 1 minus sine squared x. So I'm going to take out this cosine squared x, and I'm going to replace it with 1 minus sine squared x. So now I have sine squared x minus, I'm going to put this in parentheses, 1 minus sine squared x. Okay, I took out the cosine x, I replaced it with something that it's equivalent to. Then if I take away my parentheses, I get sine squared x minus 1 plus, because I have to distribute that negative, sine squared x. Okay, these are like terms. 1 sine squared x plus another sine squared x is 2 sine squared x minus our 1 there is equal to 2 sine squared x minus 1, and we have successfully verified using our identities that the left side is in fact equal to the right side. All right, if you do have any questions, make sure you check in with me. I know it's we're getting close to the quiz, but make sure you check in with me.